Just trying to remember like every single memory I had with my brother. Because I was worried I was going to forget. So I just kept running all these memories all night, all day through my head. Terrified I was going to forget, you know, the sound of his voice or some little thing that made him him. Everything's changed. It's a whole different job now. After I got out of high school, I started commercial fishing year-round, and that's kind of what you do in Petersburg. And it wasn't until 2008 when I really started fishing full-time. I got a job on the destination that fall for pot cod. It was a hard-working boat, you know, good captain. I was excited to get the job. I was on there from the fall of 2008 until the fall of 2014. It's fast-paced work, long hours. Wintertime, you know, you're beating ice, and that can be kind of grueling.
Here we are, in the middle of the ice pack. Trying to find some buoy bow. There they are. Can't even
Throwing the hook is exciting, you know. You're right there at the rail, right in the weather, you know, getting smacked by waves. You get to see parts of the world that not a lot of people have seen, and rugged parts, ruggedly beautiful. Lots of pretty sunsets and sunrises. It's fun, it's an adventure, especially if you got a good group of guys, you know, and everybody's really clicking on the same page, and it can be a lot of fun.
Very great, ladies and gentlemen.
Jeff and Larry, they're kind of the two steady, constant guys there. You know, Jeff running the boat, and Larry is kind of his right-hand man, the engineer. You know, learned how to rig gear from Larry. Learned a lot from Jeff, too. Jeff was a good mentor, kind of a larger-than-life persona he had. And then I got Kai, a good friend of mine that I had salmon fished with, and he was my age. I loved working with Kai. We just kind of had a real good bond. Took the job serious at the same time, but knew how to laugh and joke around, and he was one of my best friends. You know, we kind of came up together.
This thing recording? Yep. Dylan and I are about to go shred some tasty pow-pow up on this mountain right here. Check out our makeshift snowboards, though.
One of our times in Dutch Harbor, there's just lots of downtime. And me and Kai went out and we bought these sleds, and we hiked up this little mountain and spent the afternoon sledding, just me and him. And it was a lot of fun. You know, we had a blast.
This is gonna be one for the books, kids. Epic, dude. Yeah, it's all bad news.
And my brother, I got my brother a job on there. You never expect something like that to happen. No, not in a million years. I never thought it would happen to me, let alone that boat. That's the question everybody's still wondering, is what happened. We have a memorial in Petersburg, a fisherman's memorial. When somebody's lost at sea, you take their rain gear and their boots and you hang it on the statue. I did personal messages on the rain gear that I wrote. And then we went up at, it was probably midnight or 1 in the morning. We went to the memorial with a ladder and we hung all the rain gear. And yeah, and that was kind of my coming to realization that, you know, they're kind of, that's real, you know, It was kind of my first step in the grieving process, I guess. It was a little weird going back to work. It was good though. It was good to focus on something besides the tragedy, the event. It's nice not to sit there and run scenarios and the what ifs and all that goes along with something like that. Sinking. For a while, I wasn't even sure if I wanted to continue on this career path. I haven't done any real bad weather fishing since then. There used to be kind of a certain romance to it. The idea that you could, boom or bust. You could make a fortune or you could make nothing, or you could die. Your family could get nothing. How much is a life worth? Salmon fishing's kind of my passion anymore now. I'd like to work towards being a captain and owning a boat eventually. And that was kind of the passion that I shared with my brother and with Kai too. That's my goal now, is to kind of see that through. Not just for myself, but, for my brother and Kai as well.